I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here at Old Trafford ahead of the final Champions League group stage game between Manchester's second team and Bala Town. Now the Welsh side have nothing to play for, while the red team will need to better Barcelona's result versus Ajax in order to top the group. Kickoff is just moments away. Blue Moon. Da, 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 da. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 9, Episode 9 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we end our Champions League group stages versus Manchester United. Then we play Cefn Druids in the league as Damien Allmark looks to chase down that 47-goal league record. But we begin by looking at the youth team, and they were oh so close to getting out of this group. Look at this, a 94th minute. They were 2-0 up. It was at Old Trafford at the training ground anyway. They were 2-0 up, and 91st minute, the equalising goal went in for Manchester United. And what that basically meant is that they've missed out on, Barcelona's ahead of them basically with a game to play. So there is a chance, I guess, if Ajax beat them, maybe goal difference will go in the favour of our youngsters. But basically, it looks as though they're going to have missed out on getting out of this group, which is a real shame, because if they'd won that game, it would have given them a real chance. Now, a few things to catch you up on since last episode, but one thing, there was a request in the comments to have a look at our head of youth development now that our training facilities are really getting up there in terms of quality. So I'll have a quick look at him. And this is him. It's Stuart Drummond. Now, he's not the best. We will be looking at every summer. I look to try and improve it. And his contract is up at the end of this season, so we'll have a look at improving. He is a good coach. He's not the best at spotting potential, though. So there is definitely an opportunity to upgrade on him. It's just a matter of whether there's someone that's better that wants to join us. And I suspect maybe now there might be. But at the time we signed this guy, he was a real coup for us. You can see he's been here since 2022. So we've had him for 6 seasons. So you can imagine 6 seasons ago, getting someone like this was quite the, as I said, quite the coup for us. But that is our head of youth development. Now we have one other thing to catch you up on, and it's a becoming serious problem. And it involves Rima Miles. Now Rima's contract is up at the end of this season. He is wanted by several clubs on a transfer. Now obviously we're December 8th. Very soon he's going to be able to negotiate to leave on a free. And the problem that we have is that because I agreed not to sell him sort of January last year when we signed Tanis, he's technically still unhappy, which means I can't offer him a new contract to stay at the club, which means there is a very, very good chance we're going to lose Rima Miles for a free, which is really, really disappointing. I mean, we signed him for free. We've had a lot of good seasons out of him, and I don't necessarily think he's going to have a long-term future with us, because potentially he's pretty much at his max, and we know Tanis is going to go, hopefully, far beyond that. But, it looks as though we're going to lose him for nothing, which is, as I said, a real disappointment for us. But it is what it is, and essentially he is a backup goalkeeper at this point, but we could have got, we were rejecting bids of over £1 million for him not that long ago, so that's a bit of a pain in the backside. Now, there's a few games to catch you up on since last episode. First up in the league against Carnarvon. We took an early lead thanks to a delightful first touch and strike from Damien Allmark. And he doubled our lead midway through the first half. Tanis saved a penalty, but Carnarvon still pulled one back when he forgot how to dive. Ian Cheney and Sean Davies combined to restore our 2-goal lead immediately, before Allmark completed his hat-trick. So there we go, we were too good for them, and Allmark hat-trick, he just keeps scoring goals, doesn't he? And Davies with a fourth there for us. Well, you can see they did miss a penalty that would have brought it back to 2-1. They did eventually get back to 2-1, and Davies, straight off the kickoff, extended the lead, and we never looked back from there. So a good performance, this one from us. Just a good performance. Next up, it was FM20 in the league. Some Adam Maurice brilliance opened the scoring, but FM20 pegged us back before half-time. Allmark restored our lead after the break at the second attempt, before Maurice played him in for his second moments later. Ian Cheney got our fourth, before Allmark completed yet another hat-trick. So So there we go, a good performance again. Allmark, well, he did get his hat-trick. He eventually got the goal despite missing the penalty. So more goals for Allmark, and we'll have a look at his goal tally in just a second. But this scoreline flatters us massively. They were a really, really dangerous team coming forwards, and yeah, it flatters us. It really, really does. We were good in the second half, though, so, we deserve to win, but maybe not. 5-1 gives a false impression of the game, I think. All right, the final game to catch you up on was against Cefn Albion in the Welsh Cup first round or third round, of whatever round we come in at. Yeah, they're a non-league team. Strap yourselves in. Conor Gosney gave us an early lead before Simon Tate and Ewan Dixon quickly extended the lead. Tate got his second, and Rene Felge our fifth, before Dixon's second made it 6-0 at half-time. Simon Tate completed his hat-trick with the goal of the game, before an own goal made it 8. And youngster Connor Gwynedd got a debut goal. Tate equaled the club record 4 goals in a game. And Dixon completed his hat-trick late on. So there we go. It's a new club record. It's a new Welsh Cup record as well. We were just too good for them. Gosney got us underway. Simon Tate with a 4 goals, I should say, with a haul. I actually subbed him off because I didn't want him breaking the record in this sort of a game. Just to be safe, I took him off. But there we go. He got 4. We saw Dixon get a hat-trick, Felge, an own goal. And Connor Gwynedd, I guess you pronounce it, is one of the youngsters coming through. Very, very good finisher. A little bit like, he reminds me a little bit of a young Damien Allmark, to be honest. He's kind of got a lot of the physical stats, a lot of the mental stats. Technically, though, he's not the best. But he could be somebody that's a useful player for us, and it's good to see him come off the bench, get a goal and an assist, and look quite good. But that was it. As I said, we absolutely smashed them. And I guess long may it continue. I don't know. It was a little bit. I had a feeling that was going to happen, which is why I didn't show it on the channel. We can see on the league table here, though, we are very, very much 9 points clear with 3 games in hand. We're running away with it. Cefn Lido, though, are proving to be a really good team. They're only 4 points back at the New Saints with that game in hand, and they also beat them in the Welsh Cup. You can see. Excuse me, we've got Ruthen in the next round there, but Cefn Lido beat the New Saints in the Welsh Cup third round. So, that's the New Saints done. Which is excellent news, because I don't think any of us particularly like the New Saints at this point. Now, the update on Damien Allmark, you can see there he has 24 league goals this season from 13 games. He needs to average, I think it's a goal and a half a game to get the record up towards 50. He is, needless to say, doing much, much better than that. And, I mean, there's a chance he could end up with more goals than games in his career if this keeps going. Now, we've played in the league 14 games, so he has missed 1. But 14 games, 24 goals, he is still ahead of where he needs to be to get this record, which is absolutely amazing. And we'll have him the next chapter in that quest after the Manchester United game when we play Cefn Druids. But first things first, it is the Manchester United game. Our final game in the group stage this year. You can see we have nothing to play for. We've already guaranteed ourselves Europa League football, and we cannot do any better. All we can do is try and take points off Manchester United and sort of ruin their chance. But to be honest, Barcelona's hosting Ajax. You'd fancy them to get the result anyway, even though we did go so close from taking points off them last episode. We aren't the favourites. You wouldn't expect us to be with a trip to Old Trafford. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is their manager. A decent manager he is as well. They're in a standard balanced attacking style. We're expecting them to come out something along this formation. We can see here their positional heat map from their draw with Arsenal. Their passing network and their key passes as well. Now, of course, when they came to our place, they beat us 4-1, and it was quite a bit of a hiding, wasn't it? So hopefully we'll do a little bit better here. Of course, Tenis Kovic was to blame for a lot of those goals. So Rima Miles continues in goal in Europe for this one. It is Norrington Davies, it's O'Halloran, it's Topley and Fowler in the usual back four. It's Brewerton, it's of course a Liverpool loanee, so he's going to really want to get a result at Old Trafford, isn't he, with Sam York and Murphy. Cheney plays down the right. Now, the reason for that is because if we go down here, we can see Grehan is a yellow card away from a suspension. Now, I'm not sure, and I didn't want to take the risk, basically, if he was to get another booking in this game, if that would then carry over into the Europa League. I suspect it might, but I could also make an argument that it might not, but I didn't want to take the risk. So Cheney gets the start in this one. He'll do fine. He's a good player as well. Not as good as Grehan, but as I said, I'm sure he'll do fine. Vukovic goes down the left. Williamson goes up top. Let's go see what we can do at Old Trafford. So everybody is lining up as expected, which is always a nice bonus for us. What do we want to say? This go out there, prove a point today. Let's prove what we're capable of. Let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith, and just enjoy it, boys. It's our last game in the Champions League, but crucially, not our last game in Europe this year. We will be in the Europa League, and we will have that draw at some point. I'm not quite sure when it is. Now, one thing I did want to quickly mention, as I have started a Discord, there is a link to it down in the description. If you want to come and join in, the more the merrier. We can discuss sort of theories and criticisms of the manager. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's not the start we were wanting. Yeah, just general chit-chat about stuff. Doesn't have to be about the games. It can be about anything. But yeah, that's there if anybody is interested in joining. Like I say, the more the merrier. But this is not the start we wanted. Cross into the box. Decent header away, but just a little bit too slow there, perhaps. O'Halloran, I'm assuming that's O'Halloran. He's the ginger, isn't he? Yeah, getting out to block the shot there. So yeah, okay, now we come straight back. I did say get creative instead of what I meant to say and show some passion, but let's see if we are going to get creative here. Topley has the ball. He goes forward there to Ryan Murphy. Murphy back into Brewerton. Brewerton back to O'Halloran. He spreads the play out there. We lose possession, and are we going to go 2-0 down very early on? Oh, come on, boys. We don't want to crash out in a ball of flames here. There's a good ball forward. Williamson has it now. What can he do? Tommy Williamson goes back to Topley. Topley out there to Follerin. Follerin goes forward to Cheney. It's not the best pass. And this is becoming a long old highlight, and they're coming forward again, and I don't like the way this is headed. Topley's given away. It's going to be a penalty, isn't it? Because it's never not a penalty. The referee's reviewing the incident. It's a dive, ref. Dive. It's a penalty. It's a free kick. It's outside the box. Okay, well, we'll take that. That wasn't an option I thought was available. I thought it was just going to be a penalty. But we've got away with that one. Header over the bar. And here we go from the corner. Cheney, decent ball in. It is headed away, though, by Manchester United. And they come streaming forward again. And are we going to get caught out from our own attacking corner? That would be cruel, wouldn't it? Here they go, coming forward. And Rima Miles. What a save by Rima. Big save by our hopefully not soon to be departed Rima Miles, and he claims it from the corner as well. Excellent stuff. It does make you wonder if we'd started him in the game against United at our place, if we could have got something different out of that one. But was it 3-1? Or was it, I can't remember what the score was now. But yeah, that you do wonder maybe Teniskovic, it was a little bit too soon for him that game. But he's a very, very high potential goalkeeper, so he will, you know, even this time next year he'll be much better than he was this season. That's just how young players develop, and it's 2-0 now. Denton with his first of the season, of course it is, and yeah, we have a little bit of a blind spot with Manchester United, it would appear. Could Rima, he's a little bit far out there. You wonder if he's made sort of a half decision to come and try and get that. Anyway, Norrington Davies with a throw. Williamson knocks it back to him. It's a cross in. There's no one particularly in the penalty area, and we're second to everything right now, aren't we? Do we need to go and get stuck in here? Topley with a decent attempt at a tackle, but he's ridden it, and something needs to change here because we are getting absolutely ripped to shreds. We'll try getting stuck in. Do we try being more narrow, perhaps? Let's try not passing into space. And yeah, this is going very, very wrong, very, very quickly, isn't it? I was hoping we'd be better than this in Europe, but I think it is showing a little bit. It was a decent attack. It was a little bit unlucky. The tackle there is sort of, he's won the ball, but it's gone back off the guy's shins, and yeah, you know, that is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, this is just a little bit of a disappointing way to end the Champions League campaign, isn't it? The other thing I saw here, let's maybe try lowering the tempo, see if that helps us at all. But we've not been in this game. We've been thoroughly outplayed, and that's a really, really disappointing thing to say. One shot and it wasn't on target. We're going to have to be... I'm going to have to say that was terrible. We have to try and get something out of them this second half. Cheney is not playing particularly well. And, yeah, let's hope we can get something. So even if it's just a scoreless, keep them off the score sheet this second half. Try and get something out of this game. We've got a free kick to defend here. It's not particularly good again. And Denton this time over the bar. And here we go. Riemann Miles with the goal kick. Topley has it. Across to O'Halloran. Pass to a teammate, please, mate. He goes back to Riemann Miles. Back to O'Halloran. I don't think O'Halloran wants it, mate. I'm going to say he can't be a ball player in the Champions League. It's not the first time. We saw him do it against Barcelona, didn't we? The goal that, I think, was it their equalising goal, I think. What do we want to say? Show some passion, boys. Come on. Away. Oh. Yeah, we are definitely under the cosh here, aren't we? Alright, so let's make some changes here. Let's get Norrington Davies off, who has not been particularly good when he's under pressure, has he? Alright, let's get Ab Gareth on for Cheney, who's not having a good game anyway. And we'll keep a sub up our sleeves, just in case. Can we try Williamson as a pressing forward, maybe? Just run around up there, mate. See if you can cause some problems. Free kick to defend. Sanchez. Riemann Miles has it covered. And is that a goal kick or is it a corner? It was a save by Riemann Miles, and a good save it looked to be as well. Away, no, over the bar. We're quite poor here, aren't we? We really, really are. I might give it a calm down maybe as the next shout. Here we go. Can we get a goal at Old Trafford? Williamson back to York. York to Murphy. Oh, that was a really, really good chance, wasn't it? Calm down, boys. Everybody relax. And let's see what we can do. Riemann Miles there for Topley. Topley across to O'Halloran. Just get rid of it, mate. Thank you. Up towards Williamson. That's not really Williamson's game, is it? That's a loose pass, but we're a little bit slow to get onto that. And are we going to pay a price? Oh, yes we are. Esposito with the goal. It's 4-0, which is outrageously bad, boys. Come on. We'll tell him to concentrate. And yeah, Following had to be a little bit quick to realise that ball was into space and get across there and just clear it into the stands. Riemann Miles possibly could have done a little bit better with that, to be honest, as well. But yeah, we just need to try and no more than this, please, boys. No more than this. It doesn't seem to matter. I don't think if we one thing we haven't tried is just going to close them down. Let's try that. See if that can make any difference. Yeah, I mean, it all kind of got away from it when we conceded the early goal, which obviously wasn't good. But these two quick-fire goals kind of killed it. And Folleran's looking absolutely terrible. I wonder if we get stuck in off, actually. And just try and pressure them, but stay on our feet as we're doing that. And yeah, it's just been a little bit of a disappointing performance all round, hasn't it? Corner comes in, and that is an own goal off O'Halloran. That's 5, and it's an own goal off of Burke. I was really, really hoping we'd move past this, but we've got a real touch up. Was it Burke? Oh, I still think that was O'Halloran, and O'Halloran has really, really not looked good today, has he? I'm wondering. I mean, he's only young. But I'm wondering if he's not quite good enough. Burke, corner in. It's headed away, is it? No, it's claimed by the goalkeeper. We've had enough, Manchester United. We've had enough. Let us go home, please. Ball forwards. We should get to that. We do. Topley across to O'Halloran, across to Brewerton. Brewerton lumps it forward to nobody. It's headed away, and Murphy's got himself sent off. Now, is that going to come back and haunt us in the Europa League now? Because that would be stupid to have done that. Alright, let's just drop Williamson back in and get this done with, please. There we go. A really disappointing, humiliating end to the Champions League group stage. 5-0 at Old Trafford. Humiliation for Bala Town. It certainly was that. Murphy's ban, it applies to all European competitions. What a stupid thing to have done, Murphy. What a stupid thing to have done. We're going to miss him for the first... Is it just one game? Yeah. So we're going to be missing him for the first leg of our Europa League first knockout round. The team are delighted. I mean, we did well. let's not let that final day performance in the Champions League hurt us. We have done really well. We've got our 6 points. We've got out of the group, which is incredible. And we've got the money from it as well. Guys, wait right there. It's Cefn Druids in the league next. Let's see how many goals Allmark can knock in. Okay, welcome back. It all feels a little bit numb after that, doesn't it? I don't feel great. We got thoroughly outplayed there, and that was a real disappointment. We're going to hopefully put that behind us now with a game against Cefn Druids in the league and put up a nice little score here to hopefully cleanse the system and maybe even up the for and against on the episode. We are the favourites for this one, heavy favourites as well for a league game. Have a quick look what we're up against here. They're a Christopher Julian coached team. I'm assuming this is probably his first managerial job, and he's had a decent playing career, played at some decent clubs there. Only 34 years old though, so early days in his managerial career. As cautious, standard approach is what we're expecting here. We don't know too much about them, and we're not, according to the scouts, expecting them to play in this formation either. Unfortunately, the Ap Gareth Centre has been closed down for fumigation, I think, or maybe just an inquest as to exactly what went wrong against Manchester United, because we don't have too much information on them here. This is a team that we're sending out. It is all change, and it's back to sort of somewhat more of a league team. So it's Teniskovic in goal. Norrington Davies is going to get another game here. We're just going to hope he puts in a better performance. It's KDH, Gosney, and Cameron as the back four. It's Owen and McVeigh in midfield. It's Ap Gareth down the right with Dixon and Davies. It's Allmark up top. Hopefully, he's going to go bang in a few more goals for us. I just had to make a quick change on the bench. Griffin McMenemy's on the bench now instead of Kieran Topley. We needed 2 under-19 players, so that's a change that's been made there. I do have Williamson on the bench as well. He's in a goal drought. I'd like to just try and get him a goal so that he gets maybe a little bit of confidence back. Put in a better performance than last time. Let's just keep the run going, boys. We're on a fantastic run of form in the league. There's no need to change what we're doing there. Yeah, I mean, if you have any thoughts on what we could do differently, Discord is a good place to express them. But in the comments, what we could have done differently against Manchester United there. I don't know if we were just outclassed. We got a poor start and never really recovered. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one. Now, this is Daniel Williams, of course, who formerly was at our club. So, you know, everyone, I think we remember Dan Williams. He was a good player for us for a few seasons there. So it's nice to see, you know, some of the old guys staying in, as I said, an episode or so ago, staying in the Welsh League, because a lot of them seem to move off to England and they don't stay in Wales. So it is nice to see that. Obviously, wages has a big part to play in that too, doesn't it? We can offer wages now that are sort of comparable to League One or sort of lower maybe Championship teams. They've walked in there, and that is not the start we wanted, boys. Let's get our act together here, please. Yeah, I'll see if I can find Dan Williams. But here he is over a free kick, and that is a decent save by Teniskovic. Was that the highlight, or are we going to get it forward here nice and quickly? We are going to get it forward. Here we go with Sean Davies. Allmark is lurking. What can Davies do? He goes past one. Pass it to Allmark. Pass it to Allmark. There it is. Allmark, his shot is blocked and hacked. Zero nonsense behind. Almost over the stand. And into the lake. Ball over there for Allmark, and Damien Allmark gets his goal. A 34th of the season, a 25th in the league. He is just in incredible form this season. He's halfway to the record, and I, for one, am not going to back him to not get it. That's a lot of negatives there. He is just on fire. If he stays fit, I thought it was a bit of a long shot, but if he stays fit, he is going to get this record this season. He is absolutely imperious in front of goal right now. So we have the lead. We're looking a little bit nervous, which isn't ideal, but crucially, Allmark's not looking nervous, so that's key. Here we go. Curtis Owen has the ball. Back to Connor Gosney on a booking, which isn't ideal. Good ball over there to find Norrington Davies in a little bit of space. Can he get across in there? Look for Allmark. He goes back post. Ap Gareth is there. It's headed away, and can we win that back? Good pressure, but they do play around the press. And here they are coming forward. Boys, what's this? It's 1-1. Dale Bishop gets the goal for Cefn Druids. And that was relatively poor defending, really, wasn't it? Yeah, far too much space. Very slow to go and close down Turner. And no one's anywhere near Bishop. Mr. KDH. Yeah, so that's not ideal. Not ideal. Hopefully we get a reaction to that. And, yeah, we can go on and and put in a better performance. But we're looking nervous and apprehensive, and we've seen before, when this is the case with us, we really can struggle. Here we go with McVeigh. Can he lash one in? Oh, poor McVeigh. He's offside. Allmark has cost McVeigh a stunning goal by standing in an offside position. I mean, he is offside. He is probably in the goalkeeper's line of sight. Has he? He may have even got a touch, does he? But it's such a shame. It was a wonderful strike from McVeigh, and it's been chalked off because of Allmark trying to poach. But that's fine. That's fine. It's what Allmark does, isn't it? Here we go. Come on. Let's go get this. Let's go get this goal to put us back in front. Davies with a nice win of a header there. Back to Norrington Davies. Over to Owen. Back to KDH to McVeigh to Dixon. Dixon round the corner ball to Allmark for Davies. What can he do? He goes past one. Davies, can he pull it back? He goes himself. Simple save in the end there for the goalkeeper. Daniel Hughes, this is him here. Well, you may remember him, you may not. But yeah, he was a good player for us when he was here. Now he's over a corner. Can we get this away, please? It's a penalty. Allmark is having a nightmare. He's given away a penalty now. And we're looking for Teniskovic to keep us level before half-time here. Rittenberg has it. Teniskovic makes the save, and we do stay level going in towards half-time. It's not been a good half. We might need to tell him just to settle down at half-time, I think, because we are looking a little bit nervous. Allmark there completes the clearance without giving away anything. Gareth has it, and can we go and really rub salt in the wound here and take a lead going into the break? The Gareth cross, he's on his wrong foot. It wasn't great. And there we go, 1-1 at the break. This is not what we wanted. What do we want to say here? Just go out there, lads, without any pressure and win the game of football for me. We'll try that. Got faith in you, boys. We've got faith in you. Curtis Owen, we'd like a little bit better from you, please, boys. A little bit more from Ewan Dixon, who is not having a particularly good season, if I'm honest. But we'll stick with him. Give it a get creative. We're inspired by that. And let's see if we can go and get an early goal here. Cameron with a throw for Dixon. Back to McVeigh. McVeigh back out to Cameron. His cross is blocked but falls for McVeigh. This time Allmark is there and Allmark over the bar. Unlucky. Gareth not having a great game. We do have Grehan on the bench and it's looking increasingly like it might be a game we need to call on the big guns. Here we go with Allmark. Ball forward there for McVeigh. McVeigh looks for Gareth. Is this the moment? Gareth. No, he's taking a little bit too long on it. It's still there for us if we want it. A challenge through the back. And that will be a free kick. Now, are we a chance from this free kick? Number 8, I think, is McVeigh. Or is it Dixon? It's Dixon. He goes for goal himself. It was a decent chance, but I'm not sure that was a shooting distance. Here we go, another corner, ball in. It's here, it's over the bar, or just past it, the post maybe, by Connor Gosney, who's been in decent goal-scoring form so far this season for us. We'll give it a concentrate. We are going to have to take Gareth off here, I think, aren't we? Let's see if we can tactically change anything. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks perhaps, and see if that helps us at all. We've got a corner, Norrington Davies this time. It's Allmark, it's headed away. Owen is there. Back in for Gareth. Have it, mate. Oh, Gareth, that's absolutely stunning. Ilian Gareth, a second stunner of the season, a second stunner in as many episodes, I think, as well. An absolutely incredible strike from Ilian Gareth, who continues to just get the job done, doesn't he? Look at that, one touch, have some of that, boys, top of the net, 2-1 to Bala Town, and let's hope now we can go on and put in a proper performance for this last half an hour or so. Of course, Allmark needs to average a goal and a half a game. He needs a goal, another goal, to stay on track here. And this is bouncing around. It's an excellent block. Ewan Dixon on the line. Really, really good stuff there. He has essentially, they're looking for overlaps. That might mean we need to defend with a little bit more width here. Oh, we've nicked that. Sean Davies has nicked it. Can he find Allmark? Will he go himself? He goes himself. Oh, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's just forced it around the post. Here we go. Norrington Davies with a corner. It's in a good area. Gareth has it again. Shoot, mate. Shoot. No. All right. Demand more, boys. Come on. Do we want to make any changes here? Connor Gosney is looking nervous. End on a booking. Let's get Griffith McMenemy on for him. And Ewan Dixon just hasn't quite impressed me. So let's get him off. Let's get Tommy Williamson on as a shadow striker. and see if that improves our fortunes at all. We've got a throw in here to defend. Can we win this ball back? It's there. Griffith McMenemy heads it away. Cameron completes the clearance. Owen, nice header down there for Williamson. Williamson goes past one. Drives it ahead of Allmark. Is this the mode for Allmark? Second? No, it's a scuffed finish. And it's still 2-1. It's still a very, very close game. Ball in from the corner. It's headed away over the bar by KDH. And you do worry a little bit that we're maybe setting ourselves up here for late heartbreak. Can Allmark get his second goal? No, he cannot. A tight, tense game in the league, but it's Ap Gareth's stunner that's won it for us in the end. It was not good enough, but it was good enough, if you know what I mean. So Daniel Williams suffers defeat against former club, but it was a really, really good performance. How many games did Williams play for us? He was here for a few seasons, wasn't he? Yeah, he didn't play as many games maybe as it would seem. But yeah, he was a good player for us. I like Dan Williams. But there we go. Gareth shines, as he always seems to do. Wonderful stuff, Ilian. And Lynch is looking at McVeigh, who he wants to sign. Is that it? Yeah, well, you're not signing him. 46 straight wins in a row in the league. That is got to be some sort of a record. And there we go. That is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Yeah, I mean, a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde 11-0 win to a 5-0 loss, isn't it? But yeah, it just kind of is what it is, I think. Guys, that does it for today. Don't forget to go and join the Discord. I think what we might do is we'll come back for our festive fixtures against Ruthin and against Carnarvon. Unless there's something that's happening in between that's momentous, but I don't think Allmark's going to get to 50 goals that quickly. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. If you follow me on Twitter, I put it up on Discord as well when we have our Europa League first knockout round draw. I'll put that up there so you can see. It's at Aussie Villain on Twitter if you're interested. And yeah, I'll see you next time for the festive fixtures against Ruthin and Carnarvon. Take care.